Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fancy. Knackered. City lose. Yeah, come City, you let us down. Don't know what to say. Wait till some people get on. I'm just waiting for people to get on. That light in the bathroom. I should have closed the door, shouldn't I? Ooh, have a drink while I wait. Hey, EF Productions, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. Get my hat on. See if I look a bit meaner with a hat on. Just passing the time. I don't know if any good. Ooh. Well, I get told off for my production qualities. Can't get that gas in the middle. EF, how you doing, buddy? Absolutely shattered. Really am. Could be a quick stream, this, if no one's coming on. Just stay in me and it. I'm gonna chat again. Hey, Kamal. No, yeah, it's not just. It's frustrating for me. And maybe it's just me. I don't blame just the defence. It's not just the defence that's letting us down. It's you know. The funny thing is, when Dino played defence, when Laporte got injured, people were saying, "Wow, Dino's brilliant." Excuse me. My thoughts, Kamal, they haven't changed, mate. Look, I've seen some more highlights. Thoughts haven't changed. What did we create? What did we actually create? You know, I've looked at the highlights. I've not seen anything from City. Very, very little. Hi, Bernard. Hope you're doing well. Killer Manila, nice to see you. Yeah. Look, we weren't doing anything. It's different. And Pep said it as well. Hi, Danny Tuame. Hope you're well. If we were creating lots of chances, yeah, if we were offensively really good, except sticking the ball in the net, then I can understand keeping your subs on. Sorry, not making your subs early and doing it late. I can understand that. But if we're not creating anything, if we're not showing any quality, then something's got to change. And either the personnel on the pitch have to change, or your tactics, or you put some subs on. Thank you, Edward Denham. You're just about to be banned from the channel. Sorry, I'm just tidying up. I had a spillage. I've got a fridge here in the room, and it's a bit colder than cold. It's icing up my drinks, and I open my pop, open my Coke. They went shh. Hey, Alan, 777. Hope you're all right. Yeah, poor week. Look, hey, United lost, but that only makes it a little bit better. Killer, I don't know why Pep, but never start with Bernardo. Yeah, I wanted it. Bernard, what's your joker? 7 out of 10. Hey, behave yourself, Bernard. He's my favourite player. Hi, Carl. Hope you're well. Yeah, I don't know if you said that. I didn't hear that, Kamal. But look, you can lose all your first title, but we haven't done that. Wine is fine, which is quicker. Hey, after I was reflecting on the game, the defence wasn't good, but what we did on the attacking side was lacklustre. No creativity and honesty, no legs with Silva. But there you go. It's basically what I said. Yeah? It's what I said earlier on. It's not just the defence's fault. The problem we're having is the defence getting exposed this season. That's coming from somewhere else on the pitch. And I think that's also a big issue. It's also a big issue. It's what's going on other areas of the pitch. Look, I've had people coming on the YouTube channel in the comments slagging me off, saying I'm not a proper City fan. I've got a suspicion where those have come from. But, you know, hi, Karam Rashid, you're well, mate. Salam to you. It's for me, look at it. Okay, KDB's not playing. We had no creativity. KDB doesn't play. That's wrong. Last season we were all right. If KDB doesn't play, we should not be lacking for creativity. Edward, it was someone came in the comments after we did the live stream. Someone came in on the comments and someone who hasn't got a footprint tube, and someone who obviously didn't watch the live stream I did earlier, where I basically said, they said, oh, you didn't even watch the game. Well, I did watch enough of the game to realize what was going on. I did watch up to the free kick that Gundogan had in the first half, which was after 20 odd minutes. And I watched from about 60 odd minutes onwards. So it's a good half an hour I watched in the second half of the game, and a good 20, 30 minutes in the first half. I think I got a pretty good idea what was going on in that game. And I saw it. You saw it. I saw it in the first half when we were giving the ball away. And you could see, once we started giving the ball away to them and they had a couple of chances that they didn't create for themselves, we created for them. You could see they got a bit of confidence, and we became nervous. And I tell you what, that's not good. Now, you do need somebody to drag you through there. Someone like Vincent Kompany. And the funny thing, when I did the preview with the Wolves lads, he asked me which Wolves player would I take. I said Conor Cody, because I think as a captain, he'd have driven us through. He'd have dragged us. He wouldn't have allowed some of the things that went on to go on. So it's just. If I lose my stream, I'm going to go on my phone. I'm on the StreamYard for now. Thought I'd go with them. So, yeah, I said the Watford game was a flash in the pan. And it was. Because we had 5 shots, we had 5 chances, and we scored 5 goals in 20 minutes. Okay? Now, a lot of these games, not scored. Spurs, we had 29 or 30. Norwich, we had enough to win that game. Every game this season we've had enough to win, except today. So it's not great. Look at it, 8 games. We've lost 2 and drawn 1. We drew against Spurs, who was lousy. We lost against Norwich, who have been pumped 3 times since. It's not good. We're in we are in a bit of a malaise here, yeah, and there's no hiding from that. If people want to hide and say you're going to be positive, I'm not a happy clapper. I'd say how I see it. Now, people may see it differently. I'm telling you how I see it. I'm not slagged David Silva off. Anybody who knows me has been following the channel or following the live streams or me on Twitter. Say he's my favourite player. And I stood by him while lots of people had a pop at him last season. So I stand by him. I've not slagged him off. I've just said you can't play David Silva and Ilkay Gundogan in the same team. Can't say you got no pace. And when we do lose the ball, who's going to come back? Who's going to chase? I saw Dino working his backside off chasing, and I think he could have given a penalty away with that little nudge. Also on Jimenez. So some of our players worked really hard. So the other, we don't have the legs in that midfield when we play Gundogan and David Silva together. That's what I believe. It's not slagging them off. It's just saying it doesn't work. That's an opinion. And we're all entitled to opinions. But don't come and give us BS. We don't need that. Hey, Angus, no problem, mate. No problem. What I'm doing in Germany, Alan, I put a video up already. I'm doing some, I'm working at a science centre. So we're doing some shows here, Alan. We do soap bubble shows based upon science. And we've done 4 been sold. And they were shocked today because it's a Sunday. They said, our first show's at 12 o'clock. They said, who's going to turn up on a Sunday morning at 12 o'clock? They've got an outlet centre across the road, so they thought people would be there. They wouldn't be at the science centre. And we sold out. We sold out all day, so it's been fantastic. 4 days sold out every single day. There's a woman, they were telling us this woman came with a family from Hanover, which is about 80 or 100 kilometres away, just to see our show. So, big myself up a little bit. We're doing a cracking job. We're doing a cracking job where we're showing excellence in technical skill. We've got both of us, my mate and myself, experts in our field. And we're doing it in a way to have fun. It's a family audience, kids, young kids, 2 years old, having a good time. And we have a laugh and a joke with the audience, a lot of interactive fun. So it's a cracking time. And hey, select shows, you can't knock that. Cole says, I think most people know where our biggest problem lies. And what happens overall, I'll get. It's football shouldn't define us. It affects me. Look, I remember going back in the 90s and 2000s when we'd lose, and it'd knacker me for a few days. It'd affect my week. Honestly, it would affect my week losing. When in the 2000s, when the guy working with me was a Man United fan. Well, working with me, he was my employee, but he's working in my office. As the directors, he was a Man United season ticket holder. I was a City fan, and so occasionally he'd come to watch a City game. Occasionally I'd go to watch United, but once was enough. Yeah, it was hard when they were winning and we weren't. It was hard to take. So that used to affect me for a few days. This, honestly, I'll be over it by Tuesday. Life moves on. Got too much going on. Defines us, yes, but it shouldn't define us. Bernard wishes you hadn't watched the game. Come on, Bernard, you'd be called a plastic fan next, mate. Killer says, without KDB Sterling and others are bad, he makes. I wouldn't go that. Honestly, I wouldn't go that far, Killer, but it wasn't right today. Danny says, "Is our problem? We don't have a company figure in the changing room." It could possibly be that. I've gone on record as saying I don't think David Silva should have been captain. I think it should have been KDB. And as I repeat, as I said to the Wolves fan, Conor Cody is that kind of person who's going to drive you forward. We need people in that team who are not. I mean, you could see some people were mad. Fernandinho wasn't happy. Edison, after the first goal went in, he was stumping that ground. He was absolutely livid. So it does matter. People might say the players don't care. I do believe they do care, but something wasn't right today. Hey, Phyllis says, Big Blue Rabbit, hi. Hope you're doing well. Edward says, we need a player like... No, I don't think we need Rabiot. I don't think we need Rabiot at all. I don't think we need... That's in the reaction. Rabiot wasn't good enough. Certainly weren't good enough for City. We need legs. Sometimes it is you need legs, and could have been Foden, who forgot it was 2 p.m. kickoff. Kurum says, another thing I want to do, I don't think Rodri can boss the CDM position like Fernandinho could. Hey, I get accused of all sorts. I said Fernandinho is better. Okay, that can be better than Fernandinho. And unless he's been given the chance, he won't be able to prove that. And he's been given the chance. But I still said Fernandinho's better. And people disagreed with me. People made fun of me. Not you guys, but people did. Fernandinho, but as I said, Rodri, I think, will be better than Fernandinho. Rodri's what, 22 years old? So he's got time on his side. Give him 3 or 4 years, he'll be better than Fernandinho. Okay? But right now, he's not at that level. And people can criticize me. And so look at his passing stats. Passing stats are everything. There's a game against, I can't remember, was it CSKA Moscow, or might have even been in the Champions League, where we had over 1,000 passes and lost the game. Ridiculous. It was passing for the sake of passing. Sorry, guys, I need a drink. Kamal, yeah, I'd love to be a Pizzagate. Bernard, you're probably right. We could have been there for 3 hours. We wouldn't have scored. Angus, we should never have drawn with Spurs. They're rubbish. Yeah. Spurs had 2 shots, 2 goals. 2 shots on target. Kamal says there was no fight today. Do we know why Walker came off? Apparently, Pep said he had a virus. He'd been ill, apparently, for a few weeks, and he wasn't feeling well. He said he bravely, or whatever, wanted to play the game, but hard time. He said, I'm not feeling too well. And he had to come off. Check my notes. But that's what I read. Well, I didn't just read it. I heard his press conference. There you go. Thanks, Kamal. Kamal said it as well. That's right, Phyllis. I'll say Ivy. It's a lot easier. The football was scruffier than you. Colin's had it for a while. Dripped, yeah. Well, you're welcome. Some midfield, we didn't have it. Cheers, Angus. If you look, was it Alan who asked? You can watch. I put a video up a few days ago of what I do. I just thought I'd put it up to give you an idea. And what we're doing this year is even better than what we did a couple of years ago. Bernard, boring, but loss, it makes it slightly better. Cole, I agree. Look, who knows? Is Pep trying to be too clever? Who knows? Look, I'm not going to go at him. I'm trying to put it out there. We don't know. I think everybody was shocked when Mahrez was dropped after the first game of the season. Now, we've got a very, very good squad. So Pep has to pick and choose and trying to keep people happy. But I can't believe Mahrez was dropped after the first game. Excuse me. Oh, guys, I just had this big pizza. I was very tempted to get 2 because even though it was a large pizza, it wasn't large enough. But I'm glad I haven't had 2 pizzas. I'd be asleep now. Angus is burnt. I heard that there's a trend on Twitter for Pep out. No, Angus, that's a lot of Liverpool fans. Now, if you haven't noticed, they're doing something. I can't remember what it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Everybody put the same tweet up. So there's a thread. It might have been with the picture. Loads of them. It was just they were, it's like they'd ganged up and done this. And I think it's the same thing here. They put this Pep out thing, and it's just made up. AK850, we had a bad game against Norwich. Rodri is still learning the Prem, says Ivor. Dino knows when to hold back 10 yards so he does, so the player does not get compacted. Rodri's yet. Absolutely. I said Rodri doesn't chase back hard enough when he's lost the ball. Yeah, he just gives in. Well, I don't like that. And I also said that Dino knows when to make that foul. He really, really does. He knows the dark arts. I don't think Spurs are going down, but let's have a laugh at them. AK, I'm more respect the Tottenham job because we look AK850. No, I think that's the wrong way around. Yes, we deserve to win, but we had a stack of chances. Okay, today we didn't create. That's what's frustrating. Is today we've always created enough to win the game, and Pep admitted this game that Wolves created more than City. Jordan Rainey, why is Foden not getting a chance? He would have added energy and go to midfield. On reflection today, I don't think he'd have added. You can't categorically state he'd have added goals, but he'd have added energy. He'd have added urgency. He would have added. He'd have taken a risk or two to help us get that result. We don't know. That's right, Angus. We had 30 attempts. They had 2 on target. We had 29 or 30 shots in the game. I'm not saying it should be silver dropped. I'm not saying that at all. But whichever way you want to do it, you can't play Bernardo. Sorry, you can't play David and Gundogan. When asked for my lineup before the game, I said Bernardo and David, but Pep will go with David and Gundogan, and it won't work. Now, Cole asked me, and I've said it, that I suspected that wouldn't work. That's why I wanted, even though Bernardo doesn't play in attacking midfield or a centre midfield role, that's why I wanted Bernardo Silva there for his energy. Jamal said, I think Rodri is slowing our attacks. I think he needs more time to adapt. He tries to make sure he pass right, so he questions it. Maybe that's right, because he has a very high pass success rate. Maybe it's because he takes extra time. I remember when I used to play football, I can't think personally. I couldn't think that quick, so I used to take extra time to make a pass, and that would slow it down. So I'm not saying it does or it doesn't, but he's not at the level of Fernandinho yet. And people, I think there's a lot of knee-jerk reaction. He played 3 or 4 games and people were in love with him. And I'm not saying he's a bad player, and I'm not saying I don't like him. Please don't get me wrong. People who are not followers of this channel, people who log in once and criticize. He's not Fernandinho yet, but he'll be better than Fernandinho. That's my opinion. Ivor says the stadium was flat after 20 minutes, although it did improve when the frustration levels grew. I was in my usual 2-1 form. The Wolves fans were great. Yeah, brilliant set of lads. Not a lot of noise. I couldn't hear a lot watching it on my phone. Jordan and Angelino must regret moving now. First choice to fourth choice. Pep would rather play midfield or right back. No, I don't think Angelino regrets it, Jordan. Angelino, I believe, relishes the opportunity and maybe get his chance. Sometimes you get one chance in life to reach for the stars. Yeah? Excuse me. And Angelino sees that chance. If Angelino stayed at PSV, would he have got another chance to reach for the stars like at City? Brahim Diaz got this opportunity at Real Madrid. At Real Madrid, and he was going to get it at City. And I think that's been proven to be the case. But for him, it was like a dream come true. Would he ever get another chance like that? Extremely unlikely. So he took it. So sometimes that's how it works. You take those. Bernard says, worst singing session for a long time. A lot of new faces for some reason. Ivor says, some thought question Pep's selection before the Watford game. They soon show when things don't work out, the intent's full of hindsight wonders. Look, but I said this, I said it at least for more than 2 seasons now. This is the 3rd season. We are not very clinical. People shout about Aguero's, and people say Aguero doesn't miss. Well, I remember at one point last season, Aguero was scoring 1 in every 5 shots. But I can't. People shout me down if I criticize Aguero. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying. Okay, it's an observation. It's 14 people on tonight. It's not bad. AK, is Brahim even playing at Madrid? Don't think so. I think he's. I don't think. I think once Zidane came back, that was it for Brahim. Angelino, he was linked. Okay, linked is. I agree. There was a link there, but there's a difference between linked and actually a deal going through. Whoa. I'll tell you what that's called, guys. Come on, guys. Another 8 minutes, I think. Don't worry, either. One times I think Gabi's been all right, but I don't think he should have started over Aguero. That's just down to each of our personal opinions. But I certainly wouldn't have made Aguero my triple captain for this game. With a team like Wolves who are going to defend like crazy, I mean, I left him as my captain because I thought he could score, but I certainly wouldn't have. One captain in the whole season, and you triple captain him for a game against Wolves. Is it because you thought that Wolves played on Thursday night in Turkey, and they'd be tired, and City had played on Tuesday in Manchester, so we'd have a bit more zip about us. We'd have a bit more rest. But Wolves, they're not coming here to roll over and die. They're coming here to fight and work hard, and in the end, they deserve. Kamal. Angus, I'm glad Newcastle beat Man United. Kamal, who made Aguero their triple captain? Hey. You can only guess, mate. You can only guess, Kamal. Certainly weren't me. But I've gone up to the top of one of the leagues. I mean, Benjamin Doku. Hey, how you doing, Benjamin? Aguero doesn't press and he's lazy these days. I'm not sure he's lazy. And I'm not sure he weren't squandering chances today. Did he really even have a chance today? He had a half chance that I saw in the second half. Cheers, mate. I think I got 2 or 3. I've got 2 or 3 of these. I got this polo type shirt. I've got another one with the longer sleeves. They did make some good stuff, but I remember going. Was it last season? Beginning of last season? But they are so expensive. Absolutely, City do have some good stuff, but ridiculous prices, and the limit to what people will pay. So I'm just charging me e-cigs, guys. I think that one's bust. I don't think that one's ever going to work again. Some of these things don't work. And that one's bust as well. Just doesn't want to charge. Anyway, Angus says Wolves made such an impressive against the mighty City. Fair play. Always on the wheels again. Yeah. Come on, guys. Another 5 minutes. Do you want to do player ratings? Should we do some quick? Okay, 10 minutes player ratings. Let's go. Well, we'll do the player ratings tomorrow night, guys. Otherwise, we'll have night to do for 2 weeks. I agree with Kun starting. I just think we played into their trap. We actually compacted the space for them. They sat back in numbers, but we helped by flooding the little space with our players. I always believe that we create our chances by getting around the back. Okay. One is from Whistles Cricket. I think we'll do the player ratings tomorrow night. I think we'll have a night off. I know you want to give your ratings, but stave off because we've got 2 weeks of international break. So I think if we can do the player ratings tomorrow night, the matches, I think that's a better time to do it. No worries, mate. No, I thought it'd be a good idea, but would be rushing, and I'd rather do it with a good night's sleep. Yeah, and then you come in the morning, and if you're still angry about it, then yeah, you give the ratings rather than Walker getting a 4. Wow. But I'll tell you what, Bernard, I'll take 6. 6 will do me. 6 will do me. But Jordan, I don't do that. I try and buy. I try and buy the authentic stuff. If it's too expensive, it's too expensive. That's the way to do it. We do need sleep. Look, guys, it's 11:15 here. I've got a podcast in about 20 minutes. I won't get to sleep till 1 o'clock, and I'm shattered. I want to go running in the morning. So I want to get a longer run in. I ran this evening. How long did I run? I ran about just over 2.5 miles, which was hard work, to be honest. Just checking. It's a decent pace. I'm here for. I'm well known for running around here. People see me every day, almost every day. Cheers, guys. No, I've got 3 minutes. We'll have a quick last 3 minutes with you guys. Hey, chin up, guys, or chins up. We try and stay positive. We've still got a cracking team. We're still in second spot. If you asked us 10 years ago, would we take second place in the league? Yeah, we come on, guys. Let's get it all in perspective. We won 4 out of the last 8 league titles. Something like that. We won 4 out of the last. Is it 4 out of the last 6 League Cups or 7 League Cups? It doesn't matter either. Look, we know who they are either. We pretty much know who they are. We get 5 to 7, or between 5 and 8, very quickly after a stream starts. We're used to it. It is what it is. Not going to be anything worth crying over. We do know about between 5 and 8, and today it's 8. I don't think people are happy that we've had a few good videos in the last few days. I think that's obviously annoyed a few people that we've by saying thank you to everyone who contributes to the channel, to you guys with your comments, to coming on the live streams, to helping us out on Twitter. I'm back in the UK, hopefully next Sunday, Kamal. So I'll be going to the Crystal Palace game. I've got my ticket, Crystal Palace. They're not in Liverpool United fans. They're City fans. That's a sad thing, Angus. We know pretty much who they are. But no, I was saying I want to thank you guys for contributing. Obviously, without you guys, there is no channel. So thank you ever so much. Thanks to you guys who contribute videos like Bernard does and others. Some people want to remain anonymous. Absolutely fine. But for you guys who contribute your content as well. So that's great. So I want to thank everybody for that, and just give you some numbers, just to give you an idea what some of the stuff we look at and to gauge how the channel's doing. And I always look at it in this way and say, how many views are we getting compared to how many subscribers we have? Yeah, I think that's really important. We've got 1,000 subscribers. So for instance, we did a video today of James and Daniel. We've got over 200 views. Okay. Now I think that's fantastic. Considering we've got 1,000 subscribers, that's about 20% of our subscriber base. The video I did earlier, the live stream, that's got well over 400. That's about over 40% of our subscriber base. The one we did last night, talking about VAR, that went down a storm. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think you guys who were on had a cracking time. That's got almost 400 views. And that's one of the ways I viewed the success. You know, the number of, it is the number of views, and it's how you feel. It's how you feel as well. You know, the video of the highlights of Man City against Wolves through the years, over 100 views. I think that's cracking. It's a cracking response. Bernard's Citizen episode 7. Yeah, episode is the history between the wars. Nearly 250 views. And guys, these are cracking numbers. Absolutely cracking numbers. Bernard's Citizen episode 6, over 200 views. And I repeat, for the number of subscribers we've got on the channel, it's great. Jenny's videos, excuse me, guys, on Man City are pretty much nothing, with all due respect, and nothing game against Lugano. You know, we'd won the first leg 7-1, and the second leg, we still got almost 200 views. Yeah. The Man City against Preston in the Carabao Cup. The preview video, 1.2K, over 1,200 views, and we had at that point about 900 subscribers. You know, City against Leicester women that Jenny did, 450 views. So these numbers are absolutely fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And you know, it's thanks to you. Look, I've got going back to Norwich. I'll give you that. Going back to Norwich, my review of the game, almost 1,000 views. Yeah. Fan cams after the game, 500 views, 600 views, 300 views, 1.3K, 1,300 views. We had about 800 subscribers at that time. 500, 600, over 3,000 views for one with Neil. That's like, it blows my mind. Yeah. The one with Deck, 1.3 Deck, nearly Deck, the guy we were talking to, and he was lucky. I mean, Deck had to be restrained because you don't make fun of somebody, you know, once the other team's lost. So, guys, look, the numbers are you know, fantastic. Some of these numbers are, I honestly can't fathom them. So I've got to say a big thank you to you guys. Without you, this channel wouldn't be what it is. I know you guys are talking about. I'll talk about this stuff and what you said, and we'll go to. I'll go to. Thank you, Angus. Mr. Jinx, well, Liverpool 8 points clear. It's Liverpool's to lose now. Angus says, I like the nostalgia videos and the sitting episodes and history videos. I love all that old stuff. Yeah, I love it all. Increase the numbers. Yep. Cobby, at this point, I think we need to start giving one of the younger centre-halves a chance because Otamendi plays like an. I think that's harsh, Cobby. I think that's harsh. He makes mistakes. I won't deny that. Bernard says over 100 from my own site regularly. My first now, it's good numbers, Bernard. Very good numbers. People obviously like bald heads. I think it's the bald head that does it, Bernard. Wow. I'm absolutely knackered, guys. I could fall asleep. But thank you very much, guys, for coming on. Jamal says Wolves have closed all the space. I don't blame Sterling Aguero Mara. That partnership, you know, you need a little bit more. Sometimes you need something different. And you could argue something different that Phil Foden would give us. But look, it's one of those again. We can say it. Look, if we'd score, it's always one of those ifs, buts, and maybes. We score with a chance, one of the very rare chances we had. We could run away with the game, but hey, I can't be doing match of the day, Bernard. Can't be doing it. I'll do my pod and I'll go to bed. That's it. Cobby says it's beyond making mistakes, constant in his game after game. Well, what I think actually, Cobby, I think I might be wrong, but a lot of last season he stopped diving in. He stopped it, and now he started diving in again. So I don't know what the reason is. Hey, I'm going to go and get some rest. I'm bushed. Look at the state of me. When we finish work, we're absolutely cream crackered. So I'm going to go and get some rest. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow.